Hi there. Someone recently asked me about this, so I thought it would be a great idea to make a video explaining it. Today, we're diving into an entry-level Keygen from crackmes.one. Entry-level means it should be fairly straightforward, and Keygen refers to the goal of generating an input that satisfies the program's requirements. Additionally, you should be able to produce hundreds of valid solutions. Let's jump right in. Quick note: never run anything from this website in a non-isolated environment. I'll be using Windows Sandbox for this demonstration, but feel free to use any virtual machine you're comfortable with, such as VirtualBox or VMware. The program prompts us to input data in a specific format. N stands for a number, tom is a hard-coded string, and the dash acts as a separator. If you input nothing, the program throws a format error. So, let's craft something that passes the format check. And there it is, an invalid serial key message. At this point, it's time to examine the disassembly. We'll start with the main function. Right away, we can see some error strings. Let's rename a few functions to make them more descriptive. It quickly becomes clear which function handles the format validation and which one checks the serial key. Let's focus on the check serial function. Sometimes IDA may not display all the arguments correctly. To address this, we can inspect the child functions and explore them further. Pay close attention to the parameters. The check serial function seems to take one input, likely the user input. We notice several calls to a function that takes the user input as the first argument, a local stack variable as the second, and two integers. This appears to be a substring function, where the last two integers specify the start index and length of the substring. The first part of the string is processed by a function that returns an integer. This result is divided by 7, and the remainder is checked. If the remainder isn't 0, the program takes a branch that returns 0. To succeed, we need to follow the branch that returns 1. On the correct branch, there's another substring call for the second part of the string. The result is passed to a function that takes two strings, where the second string is 000. It must be string comparison. This suggests that the second part of our string shouldn't contain 000. After that, there are no more checks, and the check serial function successfully returns 1. Let's test this theory. And it works. Success. Now, you might wonder, what if I get lost in the disassembly? That's a great question. I actually used a debugger a couple of times to verify my assumptions. Simply locate the code you want to examine, place a breakpoint, and observe the values. Use step over on high-level functions to avoid diving into low-level C++ runtime operations, which are unrelated to understanding the program. That's it for today, and thanks for watching.